he's dressed for the wedding, and he looks like
a
a pimp. But he's like, "Hey, what's about math, baby?" it's this thing. I don't know what this was.
Go. The candles are melting. We got to do this shit.
Is this happening now?
It's happening now.
We're live. We're live.
Should we sing?
We're live.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Oracle. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Well done. Congratulations. I just want to eat these cakes.
You blew that well.
Oh, yeah, she's good at blowing.
Hey, hi-oh.
Oh, I've been wanting to eat these cakes for the last 2 hours. That sound test took so long.
These ones are riddled with wax now.
They're covered in wax. I hope you like wax because these are waxy cakes.
It looks like a jackal.
Well, it is, actually. I had some fun before you got here.
Some semen candles.
Semen candles. Semen cakes. Help yourself.
Cool.
Oracle,
I'm going to pick
Oracle gets the first one.
I fingered that one.
Oh, well, don't take that one because
you'll see the one I fingered. Oh,
it's not that one. Close.
She nearly took the fingered.
There you go. You can take your finger.
I'm just going to take the wax off.
Or wax on, wax off.
I am not Miyagi in this cupcake.
Oh, here we go.
Woohoo! Look at this.
So these are coffee and walnut cakes.
Oh, I love coffee cakes. One of my favourites.
Handmade by Forest Bakery.
Oh, what do they look like?
Who?
The people, were they grubby?
I have no idea. I bought them from the shop over the road.
Oh, you bought them from the shop over the road, okay.
Yeah, but it's a Forest Bakery.
It makes you worry sometimes, doesn't it?
Have you tried it yet?
But so you've got to fit the entire thing in your mouth in one go.
Okay, that's cool. You say that like it's a challenge.
I've seen you do it with a KFC burger. Now another. Now another. Don't chew. Now another. Do it. Put it in. Come on. Squeeze it in there. Good lad. So now you got to stay like podcast for the rest of the time. I'm going to take little nibbles. Just little. Basically, Buzzsaw, the one time we went to a KFC after a training session, because, you know, athletes, and he ordered a burger to eat. Made him eat the whole thing in one go, and we nearly crashed whilst he was choking on the chickeny goodness.
It was so good, though. Oh, those walnut cakes are really good.
Yeah?
My eyes are watering a little bit. Nearly choked to death, but very nice.
Oh, they are tasty.
I need some drink now. There's no drink in here. Oracle, choke me.
You finished your Excite energy drink. Right, this is a slow start to the fucking podcast, yeah.
We're all eating cakes.
I know, I can't stop.
It's Oracle's birthday.
This is what you get, guys. You come to our podcast, you see a couple of guys just eating cupcakes.
Oracle is 21 today.
21?
It was actually tomorrow, right? But it's today when the podcast comes out, so we just pretend. It's 21. 21. No one's going to believe that, are they? Get out. Oh. And you got your hair done? Yeah, do you want a microphone? You can tell the people about your haircut.
Yeah, I got my hair done.
Well done. That's great little tidbit. All right.
Thanks for that. I'll see you later.
Thanks for that. One love. Oh, fucking hell. Here we go. Session 18, guys. I finished my cupcake now.
Session 18. I finished 2 cupcakes.
You finished 2. You went 2s up.
I feel like I won.
You won something.
I definitely won the competition of cupcake eating.
The cupcaker.
We should do that competition every week.
We should.
We did drinking last week.
Well, back when we originally did the podcast ages and ages ago, a couple of years ago now.
At least. It was a long time
I
ago.
ate 2 quiches.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Quiche Lorraine.
Quiche Lorraine. Bit of Lorraine. Love a bit of Lorraine.
Not related to Lorraine Kelly.
Not in the slightest.
Didn't invent them.
I did email Lorraine Kelly and asked her, was this named after you? And her response was, fuck off.
Fuck off.
Look, Lorraine Kelly ain't about the nonsense.
Nah,
she's a no-nonsense gal.
She's a real woman.
She is a no-nonsense gal. She doesn't have a talk show anymore, does she, on the morning?
No one has a talk show anymore. Talk shows are 90s.
Well, there's still a lot of talk shows around.
I don't know. Jeremy Kyle is not anymore. That's all I know about.
Jeremy Kyle wasn't a talk show. That was just a pile of shit.
Jeremy Kyle was the shit. It was the shit. I fucking love Jerry Kyle. There's nothing better than getting some toothless fucking chavs on a show to fight each other.
The question for me was like, where the fuck do they find these people? And why do they want to come on TV and air their grievances?
Fucking Birmingham.
Like, what? Goddamn Brummies, man. Be careful. Some of our guests have been from Birmingham. Well, I know Elliot Jordan.
I'm not saying everyone from Birmingham is Jeremy Carlstone.
Mind you, though, I got in trouble once, didn't I? Because I assumed that Dave Mastiff was from Birmingham.
Black country.
But it's not Birmingham.
Black country.
Apparently there is a defined difference.
Very big difference.
Which I didn't understand. I just thought it seemed like it was in a Birmingham area. Because I thought, like...
You sound like a Brummie.
You sound like a Brummie. You
they
must
hate that.
Brummie.
Don't tell them that. They fucking hate it.
I did tell him.
They hate it, right? What's up with that?
He shunned me for the entire rest of that visit we had with him.
Yeah, I made the same mistake when I first met him. He does not like that.
He does not like... I'm going to do it every time.
They sound like Brummies.
I feel like it's going to become my thing.
Oh, from the black country.
Exactly.
What's the fucking difference? What are you
like
talking about?
I thought Dudley was like a village in Birmingham.
Exactly. Is it
like,
not?
And it was Dudley was his own thing.
Yeah,
I know people say,
bullshit.
oh, I'm from Dudley, but it's like me saying, oh, I'm from the Forest of Dean, or a village in the Forest of Dean.
You are from a village in the Forest of Dean.
I am.
So they're just talking shit.
I know. I don't understand it. Basically, guys, you're from the Midlands. You're basically a Birmingham.
Yeah, get
is
over
it. Birmingham or Birminghamite?
A Birmanite.
Is it a Birmanite?
It is now.
Or is it just Brummie?
Brummie.
Brummie.
Is that an insult, or is that? Can you say that? Is that politically correct?
Like Brummie is like, Brummie's just like an accent type.
Yeah, I think they'd call themselves Brummie, right? So.
I think so.
Oh, I'm Brummie.
I don't know.
I'm
Unless we just
Brummie.
offended our Birmingham contingent of listeners.
There's no listeners from Birmingham on our podcast.
No, definitely not.
We've got, what, 2 listeners?
Got 2. Good solid 2.
Good solid
Thanks
2.
for that. Thank you, 2.
We appreciate it.
But no, that's pretty much the Brummie side of that. But no, Dave Mastiff just did not like it.
Doesn't like it. Well, I'm glad we covered all the Brummie stuff.
We covered all the Brummie stuff. We had to get that in.
Yeah, I mean, you can't have a week going without talking about... What notes have you got?
Well, have you you didn't look at my notes.
I didn't get any...
cheat.
No, because I had my own
Cheating on
notes,
my notes.
but my notes still just say fart and shit.
Fart and shit. Well, whenever you start a story, it's going to become like a shit story, because usually all of your stories end with you defecating your underwear.
Well, that is what usually happens.
That is what usually happens. What I do. I had a couple of cupcakes on the podcast.
We should get Justin Sysom in here. He'd be good for that kind of story.
Justin Sysom.
Oh yeah, he loves shitting himself. That's one of his favourite things to do.
So you're going on record saying Justin Sysom loves shitting himself.
I'm not saying he loves
the
shitting
former
himself.
World of Sport. Is it? World of Sport's not a thing anymore, is it?
World of Sport.
Yeah, the one that they.
The ITV.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they were trying to do another season. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, we're going to say former for now.
Former. I think it's still on his Instagram that he's the current World of Sport champion.
Current World of Sport champion for so many years now. You're saying that he enjoys a good defecation.
I'm not saying he enjoys it, but
he does it.
He does it.
He does it.
Probably.
So you're going on record saying Justin Sysom shits himself.
Listen, I'm not going on record.
Well, you've kind of done it. It's on record because it's filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Oh yeah. There's no one back there.
There is no one back there. It's just an empty
We had to lock the
space.
dogs in a different room.
We had to lock the dogs in a different room because otherwise they just jump up at us, attack me, lick me, cover my clothes in white fur.
I spent about an hour trying to get the hairs off this sofa earlier, and it's still a fucking mess.
You can't notice it as much though.
Not yet, because I spent an hour cleaning it.
Oh, good lad, good lad.
It's a nightmare.
Are these your cleaning clothes?
These are my.
You're slowly like
this
morphing
is dirty
into
as
my.
well now.
You're like morphing into my outfit today. Like.
Oh yeah, we got grey shorts, black t-shirt.
I know, but you've gone barefoot. You've gone.
Twinsy. Oh fuck! I thought to my shoes on.
Oh, see, yeah. Everyone can see your feet.
Everyone's gonna see my big fucking hobbit feet.
I know, they are disgusting.
I got like finger toes.
They're getting.
See how long my toes are? Look at that. Look at that. They're like fingers. They're fucking fingers. These toes are. At least they're clean. Don't look like that.
No, not for me.
Come on, man. I showered. Anybody want some more Walnut?
Don't you start with the whole I shower thing, because I said this last week about my feet, and you were kicking right off at me over it. All right.
Oh, so now it's revenge
and
time.
my feet were in a freaking sock.
Listen, man. Listen. If I put this under your nose and you close your eyes, can you tell if it's a toe or finger? No, not your tongue. God damn, you
How
still
else am I supposed to tell?
I'm the one putting my foot under your mouth, and I'm still the one who's disgusted.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, I can't win this game.
Yours is a barefoot.
A barefoot.
It's literally a bear's foot.
I wish I had a
A
bear.
shaved bear's paw.
I watched a video on Instagram this week. There was a bear on like a woman's wall, and she let her dogs out. And these dogs were like, "Hey, fuck you, bear!" And this bear's like, "Roar!" Fucking smashes this one dog in the head. And then the woman comes out and fucking pushes the bear off a wall. She's like, "Fuck you, bear!" old woman. It's fucking brilliant.
I love a good bear thing. Like, have you ever seen The Great Outdoors? I rewatched that again recently.
No, what's that about?
And I know you want to go into some more relevant pop culture references.
Is this new?
No, it is not. It is
Dear.
early 90s, late 80s. Great Outdoors. John Candy, Dan Aykroyd.
Who are they?
You know who John Candy and Dan Aykroyd
If
are?
you say something they're from, I don't know names. Say something
Uncle
they're from.
Buck, John Candy.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Ghostbusters.
Got it. All right.
Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, I'm on. I'm with you.
Jesus
I'm with you.
Christ.
Not, who's that? The Bible.
The Bible.
Jesus Christ, gotcha.
Of course. But no, I watched that, and there's a whole bit with a bear in that. And he's telling this like story at the beginning of the film about this bear, and then later on in the film, they said he shot it, and it with his shotgun, and it just took the hair clean off the top of his head.
Eesh.
And it's like this bald bear with a massive scar on his face.
Jesus Christ.
And eventually they manage to get it. He shoots the bear. He shoots it right in the ass. It just takes all the hair off of the ass of the bear.
This is like a comedy, right?
It's a comedy film.
Oh, thank God.
Fucking hilarious.
It sounds like The Revenant. And I'm like, this went wrong.
This was the original Revenant.
Oh, it sounds like the original Revenant.
Like Leo and Tom eat your heart out.
Come on,
John
guys.
Candy's the real Revenant here.
Okay, go on.
Like Leo DiCaprio beat the shit out by a bear. John Candy shot the hair off his head and ass.
Yeah, man. That's like some Home Alone shit.
That's how you do it. And it was made by John Hughes, so it was.
There you go.
The guy who did Home
I
Alone.
could tell straight away. Yeah. You're like, I shot the hair off his ass. I'm like, that's some Home Alone shit right there.
I recommend watching Great Outdoors if you haven't watched
The
it.
Great Outdoors. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. We're going to see that on tonight.
Iron Brew.
Iron Brew.
Yeah.
Some, that sounds like
I
Jeremy
heard
Kyle.
that they were closing this down,
I heard that as well, but I guess not.
but I keep seeing it everywhere I go.
They're lying, man.
So
Maybe it's just been bought by someone else and they still sell it. Maybe
I don't know,
Scotland
that
bought
they've
it.
just got like a surplus of additional bottles of
Yeah.
stuff, but it's delightful.
doesn't go out of
Absolutely
date.
delightful.
I'm a big fan of Iron
You
Brew.
forget about Iron Brew, but then you see it in a shop, and you're like, and every now and then you will just completely like look over it.
Ooh, Iron Brew.
But then you pick it up and you try it again. You're like, that's why I like it so
I
much.
feel like Iron Brew was another thing we talked about on our original podcast back in the day.
It very well might be. I might have been drinking an Iron Brew on one of those.
Oh, can we? Do we have any footage of that? Is there like relic
Can we
footage?
do some relic footage?
Because we should delete all that before anyone sees it.
That was back when I had much longer hair as well. I was
Did you?
growing My hair
Oh yeah, I
out.
remember you used to have long hair.
I
You're a
shaved
proper
all
little
my hair
hippie.
off after I got my knee injury,
Yeah, you used to look like my brother.
and then I decided to grow it out. I was like a fat version of your brother.
A massively fat version
Massive.
of my brother.
Well, that's fucking.
Well, he's really skinny.
Didn't have to get overly
He's like-
descriptive with
he's
it.
like shredded, you know.
He's not shredded
Well, he's shredded, but like just because he's got low body fat.
because he's just got He's just got skin.
Well, yeah, he doesn't eat and doesn't move. So. What do you
Son
expect?
of how do you eat and then not move and not put on weight? Those guys,
It wasn't me.
sons of bitches.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I can't do it.
I
just
move
have to look at
constantly
food.
and eat fuck all, and I don't lose any weight.
Yeah,
This is bullshit. Oracle, I blame you.
I blame my family's genetics and what do we call it, metabolism.
Yeah, I blame your family's genetics and metabolism, man.
Yes,
They made me fat.
I got my mum's fat gene.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
She passed them down to you
I think she did. She passed down like a passing of a baton.
like a size 40 waist.
Size 40. Stop looking at my notes.
I haven't got any notes.
Wow, Jesus Christ, these are my notes. These are my talking
All right.
points.
I watched some films this week.
You watched some films?
Army of the Dead, finished that.
I haven't watched that yet.
Oh, well, have you seen Batista's entrance?
Yeah.
That's the whole fucking film.
It's just him doing that.
That's him the entire fucking film.
I was really surprised as well because I was looking at I was watched the trailer quite recently again because I hadn't seen it in a while, and I was like, I will watch that. And then, what are you doing?
I'm subtly telling you to hold the microphone closer to your mouth because Oracle was telling us earlier.
Was she?
And I just noticed you getting a bit like, oh yeah, well.
It's because my arms getting tired.
I'm sorry, man. I've been working you too hard in the gym.
Sorry, I can't help
It's
myself.
that lactic acid
Can you
build-up.
still hear me?
No, she can't hear you at all.
hear me anymore.
No, the joke doesn't
Can you
work.
hear me now?
Oh God.
That's how you do it. That's how they get you.
What were we talking about?
Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead.
But I was watching the trailer and I saw Tig Notaro is in it. It's the lady with the short hair in the film.
The short one.
I think she's short.
She replaced Chris D'Elia via CGI because he got done for being some sort of creep.
Okay.
He
Is
was-
that actually what she did?
Yeah, he'd already filmed all the scenes for it, and then they just had to put her in with green screen for all his scenes.
Really?
Yeah, completely replaced.
Wow. Is it noticeable?
I didn't notice it.
That's impressive. Do you know what? I rewatched last because I had no internet. I was watching my Blu-rays and I've only got a couple. So I watched Tron about 5 times.
Of course.
Love the film anyway, so I've got no gripe. But I now look at it, and I remember when it first came out, and it looked incredible when they did like Jeff Bridges as the younger version for Clue in the film. And I've rewatched it now. Fucking hell,
they're not good.
It's noticeable that it, like, back then it was like you couldn't almost like it's almost like you couldn't tell the difference. Now you really can.
Oh man!
And then I watched Rise of the Planet of the Apes last night. It's the first one with James Franco.
Ugh, didn't like any of those.
Do you not like those? I really like them.
I didn't like the remakes.
I really dug it. I
was super into the originals when I was a kid, so like the remakes were just kind of like CGI.
Yeah. I don't know. I really liked it, but now I look back at it now, and back then it looked. I think they were made in the same year actually, like 2011. But I look back at it now, and it's like fucking that monkey looks shit.
It's weird. It's only 10 years ago as well.
I know how far it's gone.
It's weird.
And now you've got Batista with the zombie tiger and Army of the Dead.
Yeah, man, that was just crazy.
And yeah,
that film was well over the top.
Oh yeah, I think it was made.
So many plot holes really fucked me off.
I think it was made to be that as well, though, wasn't it? I don't think it was made.
I don't think it was made to have so many plot holes.
I bet it was.
I don't know, man.
It was like, what can we do?
I don't know.
Here's all this stuff.
They planned to go and rob a bank, but the secret is that the Chinese man who's telling them to go and rob the bank, he actually wants the head of a zombie to make his own sort of he's going to sell it or make loads of money that way. He doesn't actually care about the money in the bank. So it's like, why didn't you just hire these motherfuckers to go fucking take a zombie head rather than pretending you were telling them to go and... It was really...
So he wanted the head of the zombie
wanted the head of a zombie.
Right. Or just any zombie?
One of the special zombies. Okay. Not that hard to get. One of the guy gets it real easily. And then he still goes into the bank. They didn't actually care about the money. He never cared about the money. Still goes into the bank to rob the bank. Hired this team to go and rob the bank.
Are you okay? Because that was like a weird in-breath you had then.
I'm getting really fucked off, man. I hate plot holes. Plot holes really fuck...
I thought you were having a minor heart attack, then you went...
Plot holes fuck me off, man. They make my mind melt. They make my fucking mind melt.
Also make your throat dissolve. You're wheezing.
Anyway, yeah, I didn't like that film. What else did we watch?
I watched the Friends reunion.
I didn't watch it, but I still want to. I watched like little bits.
No, I thought it was all right. James Corden would have been nicer if he wasn't there.
He would have been better if he wasn't on.
Yeah, I hate him.
I can't be dealing with Corden.
I don't like him. I don't find him funny.
I liked him when he was in that show.
Gavin and Stacey.
Gavin and Stacey.
I didn't mind him with Gavin and Stacey.
Those
as soon
were
as
the
he
days.
left that, and just the way he's like, just the way he was in that whole bit is like he was so unnecessary to be there. They had all these bits because luckily he wasn't on there consistently. It did cut a lot to them, like on the set that they'd rebuilt and everything for them to go visit, and they were doing bits. I'd rather them done all of that. They were there, sat around reading scripts and stuff together, and having a laugh, and it's kind of like flicking between the actual scene and them doing the.
It just sounds so like stupid. I don't get reunion stuff. I'm like, watch the episode.
Do you know what the good thing is? Because like sometimes they do a reunion and it is like a new episode or something like that, and it doesn't hit as well. Like they said on the whole thing as well that they will not be doing like a Friends film or a follow or like a special episode or anything like that. They said we've left them all happy. If we're going to do that now, we're going to have to unravel all those happy endings and that. And it's like, what's the point in ruining those nice happy endings? We finished it well. Why unturf all of that?
Exactly. Remember the Sex and the City films? They were terrible.
I never watched those.
I mean, me either. Oracle made me watch them.
What are you? Yeah, that's it.
That's the one I always go for. Is Samantha? Because I'm Sam, though, right? Which one's Samantha?
I don't know.
Is she hot?
Is it Kim Cattrall?
I know
she was in it.
Also, Kim Cattrall. What is that?
Kim Cattrall's an actress.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, she was Rizzo in Grease.
In Grease? Mm-hmm. That's an old film.
It's an old film.
And then she was in Sex and the City.
Yeah.
So she must have been super young in the Grease.
Yeah. She was like, I don't know how old she was, but she was young. I think she's actually remarkably old, and she just does not look her age.
Oh, like me?
Those plastic surgeons, they do wonders.
I'm actually 52.
I've actually aged twice in my lifetime.
Could you imagine? It's like Benjamin Button. Imagine you got old and then got young and then got old again. That'd be the one to have. Oh? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Benji Button.
But, no. Friends reunion, good show. It was all right. It was nice.
I'll watch it.
James Corden would have been better without him. I hate him. His face as well, because he was like trying to be kind of like, oh my God, I can't believe it's happening. He may have well been like that, but his face really annoyed me. I just didn't like it.
Annoying
face. His energy. Didn't like his energy.
Annoying face, bad energy. Get him off.
Not a fan. I want him gone.
Right.
I want him gone.
Did they sing Smelly Cat?
Phoebe does. And Lady Gaga comes in and joins her.
Lady Gaga turns up.
Yeah. That's actually not too bad, that bit. It's not like a bad bit.
Smelly face with smelly cat.
She comes in.
Face.
It's kind
That's
of like
weird.
Yeah. So Phoebe's in Central Park playing, and then Lady Gaga walks in.
Obviously, who else would walk into Central Park?
Kind of like done her own version of like Phoebe's clothes and everything.
Ah, what a freak.
But then just comes in and sings it with her and that. Is that bit? I didn't dislike that bit, to be honest. That was all right.
Okay.
But it wasn't a bad thing.
You sound like you didn't dislike any of it.
I disliked James Corden.
Okay, apart from James Corden. Was he the only bad thing?
Otherwise, it was really, really nice to see them all together and that, and kind of like just reminiscing. It was just like watching a load of friends.
Oh, I get it.
Chilling out.
That was good.
And just hanging out again. But it was nice that it had some real nice little moments in there and that. Matthew Perry is showing his drug addiction. Or past drug addiction.
It never stops.
It never stops.
Once you're a drug addict, you're always a drug addict. You're always fighting a battle.
You're always fighting a battle. And I think that's what he's doing. And it's kind of like sad to see how, like, because they were showing him like from the first few seasons bits.
Yeah.
And then it just cuts back and there he is and he's like looking so old. It's so sad. But he's still like witty and he's still funny and everything.
Well, I thought all the men looked like shit and all the women looked fantastic.
The women look do you know the one that's really like just held up? Lisa Kudrow. The rest of them have all got plastic surgery.
It's all surgery and stuff.
Like,
yeah, Lisa
both,
she had so much surgery.
Both Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox, although you know it's them, they have still got like some of their features. It's all around like their mouth and their cheeks that it all just looks like it's like they can't move their lower face. Like they've just had so much surgery done. I was like, don't get me wrong, like I understand that you want to get done because you want to look a certain way you want to look.
Right.
I'm not grumbling. I'm not saying
don't want to let them fall apart.
But that
I'm happy they did it.
But it's noticeable kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like,
do you think we get them on the podcast?
They wouldn't come on.
They might do.
I doubt they would.
Imagine if we got Jennifer Aniston on the podcast. That'd be a big break for us.
And Jennifer Aniston, don't get me wrong, but both her and Courtney Cox still bloody stunning.
Oh yeah,
still
I would.
Stunning. I would.
I mean, Oracle. No, I wouldn't.
But they're still absolutely stunning and everything. But you can tell that they've had work done. You know. But
well, Oracle. Oracle hasn't had any work
Lisa
done.
Kudrow is barely aged. She is barely aged.
That's what singing does.
Like Matt LeBlanc looks like keep seeing like memes and stuff and that, and he looks like a rugby coach.
He does. He
like,
just looks like an old dad who's just
does.
like, but quite a tough old dad. Like,
yeah.
He wouldn't
do
take
you know
any
what?
shit.
He actually looks like my dad. Weirdly,
he
enough.
does look a bit like your dad.
A grayer-haired version of my dad. Like I was looking, I was like, "Fuck, that is literally my dad." Like,
did you tell your dad?
I had to do double check. I haven't seen him.
No, he wouldn't be fucking happy about that.
But I don't know if it was a compliment if you look like Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah, but your dad's never happy with you.
No, he's never.
Every
happy.
time I see your dad, he's like, "Fuck's sake, not this kid."
Just disappointment. so I'm a human disappointment.
Oh, I keep doing that weird breathing thing today.
I think you're dying.
I think I might be dying. My lungs have been tight all
I'll call
week.
an ambulance within the month.
Within the month.
I'm not really rooting for you.
No, I don't really care either, to be honest. I hope I fucking die.
No, I'm done. Brown bread.
Brown bread.
But yeah, no, Friends reunion, nice show. James Corden, fuck off. That's
all right,
that's my review.
Good review. I haven't seen it. I'll review it next week.
I want to watch the Friday night dinner one now.
Oh yeah, we started watching that. But it's immediately depressing because it's like
Paul Ritter's dead.
Poor and like
Very recently.
They go straight into it like, oh hey guys, Paul Ritter's dead. And it's like, oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, I know.
Was it delivered exactly like that?
Not exactly like that.
Imagine if it was.
It had the mum telling you. What's the mum's name?
Tams and Greg.
Tams and Greg. Yeah, very good. Yeah, but it's just a bit depressing straight away, and I love that show, and I'd just rather watch the show again.
I think like they could have done little. I don't think they should have addressed it like full on like that. Like we know, like, and it's sad. The best way they could have done that, I think, is kind of like just like showing like the funny bits of it and that, and then they could just kind of talk about him rather than just say, "Oh, he's died." Like we know he has.
Yeah.
You don't have to address it fully.
I wouldn't even.
Full,
He's
blank.
done an interview for the show. So
Yeah,
he's
I know.
actually in it.
I know.
So I would have just like had a thing at the end or the beginning, just like in memory of.
Yeah, and the thing is that they could have spoken about him, like you know how they do sometimes. That when they're talking about him and they start getting emotional when they're talking about it. Like generally they could do that thing, but I guess they wouldn't have because obviously he was still alive when they filmed it.
Exactly.
But
he would be.
But I think they should have just done a thing at the end. I think for things like that, it's not. Although it is sad and like everyone knows, and you don't want to kind of forget about him. Like it's.
Yeah, you don't want to put a downer on his work that he's done.
No, because it does bring almost that kind of almost sour note, doesn't it? It's like
you don't want that. Last thing you want.
but I've heard a lot of people found it emotional and that, and I've seen the like the stills of him talking, like his talking head pieces, but his head is like swollen, isn't it? Like,
I didn't actually get that far into it, but
yeah, his head. Well, I've seen pictures of it. It's not really what you see yourself, but I don't know if it's because it looks like he's put on lots of weight.
Yeah, they said he was ill when they filmed.
Because he had a brain tumor, didn't he?
Yeah.
and that. So I don't know if that maybe affects, like, if it does swell your hair. I don't know. I've never met anybody with a brain tumor or seen anybody with a brain tumor before that I'm aware of. But it did look sad. Like, it did look sad, and it's such a shame because he was so fucking funny. He was possibly one of my favourite characters in that entire show.
Sure. I mean, every character in that show is brilliant, but shit on it. And that was the final words that were spoken in that show as well, which is quite a nice little touch, I thought. Yeah, so good. Fucking love
and
that
just
show.
the whole bit, I was like, when he's like, he's dressed for the wedding, and he looks like a pimp, but he's like, hey, what's about that, baby? it's this thing. I don't know what this was because he's doing
like rubbing a mustache or something.
It was like he was rubbing a mustache. I don't know what he was doing, but that actually had me in tears watching that. Oh god, and then I'm pretty boiling, and I can relate to that so fucking much.
Me too. I'm always taking my shirt off when I come in. It's the first thing I do.
I mowed. Obviously, it was really hot yesterday morning, really humid, and obviously then it started raining. But I did mow some lawns yesterday, and the one lawn I had to mow, you saw it the other day.
Oh yeah,
it was literally like that tall, the grass. So I got my mower. I was like, should I get a strim? I was like, nah, that's too much effort. I have to do it twice. So I got the mower, put it on its highest setting. I was there just pushing it through, but I had to keep going back and forth just to make sure it cut everything. Absolute bitch of a job. But I was dying, and I didn't realise it wasn't until after I realised there was actually a composter right behind me. And I've been walking round to the other one, and I was like, why have I done that? I absolutely melting. I was absolutely melting. And that lawnmower is heavy. It's a heavy mower. It's got one of those like settings where you can push it, it goes along on its own.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, I was sweating like a bitch, and I was literally just sat there all evening, just like Martin. I was literally there.
Boiling.
Absolutely boiling. And I think all my chairs in my living room as well, like I've got leather sofa, leather chair.
Oh, gross.
And then my new office chair, which I finally got set up along with my brand new desk. It's fucking fantastic,
fancy.
I tell you. And that's obviously like leather, or like a faux leather, as they say. Pleather.
Faux.
A pleather. That's what it is.
What's that spelled? F-A-U-X?
Yes, it is.
Faux.
Yes, it is.
Well, that's French.
And that was sticky, so I just chucked a fan right in front of me.
Nice.
And it started to cool down, but I was baking yesterday. Mowing lawns, harder work than you expect, especially when you live on like multiple hills.
Exactly. Your lawn is terrible for mowing. I don't know why you didn't just level that whole thing off.
Don't ask me. I ain't making that money.
No.
I ain't making lawn fixing money.
You crossed a few things off here now.
I have, because I basically just kept the same
I was
list.
really sad after that Paul Ritter stuff, so I thought we could talk about something more uplifting.
You could talk about.
I watched a film about rape last night.
Oh God. Have you seen that one film? I think it's called Hard Candy.
I have seen Hard Candy, but not in a long time.
I was going to say Ellen Page, but it's not Ellen because it's
Elliot.
Ethan. Is it Elliot?
Is it Elliot? Elliot Page. His name is Elliot Page.
His name is Elliot Page. So I want to make sure I got that right. I don't want to be
so
insulted.
progressive on this show.
Don't want to be insulted if that's who they are. That's who they are.
Did you see her surgery? She's got pecs now.
Has she?
Yeah, man. She looks like fucking Justin Bieber.
Fair play. You look in better shape than me.
Oh yeah, much better shape than you. You should want his body.
I want
Nearly
it.
fucked up then. I'm good. PC.
Exactly.
His body.
Hey, you learn.
You live and learn.
It's all about learning.
I'm an evolving creature.
You've got to evolve. Exactly. Yeah, they were in this one called Hard Candy, and it's got the guy. I think he's from. Was it Amityville Horror? Or the Conjuring, the bloke with the Conjuring with the weird nose.
Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah, that's a funny.
And he's
film.
got the weird lip, the weird upper lip. It's like really kind of like upper.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of like,
yeah, one of those.
I'm the guy from the Conjuring.
Yeah, that guy.
See?
Yeah, I know.
Him. Mustache, nose up in the air.
Itchy.
I don't know why I did this then. Every now and then I do this. I don't know what it is. I think it is. I just can't help it. I'm freeing myself.
Ooh, you look like a wacky inflatable arm
whacking away
man.
the bad energy. So yeah, the whole film is really weird. But he's like a sex offender or something. But she basically poses as like a young person because obviously he has always looked young.
This is when he was a girl, right? So do you say he?
I would say he then as now. I would just say he going forward.
But then let's just say he.
I think it's
that's easier. We won't get in trouble if we just say he.
I feel like it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, he poses like a younger person, and then literally just tortures this guy. like captures him. Like, I think drugs him. Tortures like fair enough, he probably does deserve it, but
I've forgotten this film.
I also feel like it should have been done lawfully, but at the same time,
You're such a goody two shoes, man. Sometimes you just got to fuck people up.
but end of the day, they're a sex offender. They deserve this kind of thing.
Exactly. You deserve this kind of thing.
Why do I deserve this kind of thing?
Because you're a sex offender.
Where am I a sex offender?
Because you tried to put your foot in my mouth.
That's not a sex.
That's
just invading.
We had it on camera.
You have it in camera, but you did the same to me.
That's shit. We're both sex offenders.
Now
That can be our new tag team name.
we're
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Sex Offenders.
Hi.
Hey.
Let's come out in chains.
I was going to do that anyway.
Just get shot dead straight away. That's the shine. That's the shine. And the go home.
There you go.
But yeah, what he does is he literally gets a screen up of surgery of removing testicles,
Ugh.
cuts off the circulation to his,
Ugh.
and then makes it look like they are doing the surgery on him, and he is in like agony. It's like all like kind of like almost like a placebo. I think is placebo the right word for it? But like he thinks it's actually happening, like because he can't feel his nuts.
Why didn't he just actually do it?
I don't know. It's the torture. It's the mind games.
I feel like actually doing it would be worse torture.
They would have come out of that fucking room absolutely fucking traumatized.
But still with
I
their
don't think
testicles.
they'd do it again.
Still with their testicles though.
Still with the testicles.
I'd have been like, I still got these things. It's cool.
But the thing is, if you come out of that after that, you'd be like, well, maybe it's time to revisit how I live.
Yeah, maybe you would. I'd be like, they're still there. Everything's good.
I don't know what I would do at that point. I'd be fucking. I don't know.
I can't remember that film. I remember Donkey Punch. Remember Donkey Punch?
I've not even heard of Donkey Punch.
Donkey Punch is a great film. They go on a boat, they're doing loads of drugs and having sex, and then he punches this girl in the back of the head whilst he's fucking her and kills her.
Oh yeah, but I know what Donkey Punch is.
Wham!
So that is actually what the film is
That's
about.
what the film's
An
about.
Actual Donkey Punch.
Kills her with this Donkey Punch because they're talking about it like, oh, a Donkey Punch is funny, jokes, and then he does it.
Brown bread.
Fucking brown bread.
Fucking hell.
That's a good film,
Is that
man.
the film?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Well, it goes on from there like, what do we do? What do we do? It's a good film.
I like
Check
that was
out.
literally that was it. It's like poof. And then you've just got the Pixies. Where is my mind playing? Like
That's exactly. It is that kind of film. It's exactly that kind of film. It probably has that song in it.
What film was that from?
Fight Club.
It was Fight Club, wasn't it? Yeah, because when he's looking out,
scene.
when he's looking out at the thing, isn't it? That's a good song. That was.
It's a great song.
There's some great. Do you know what? Pixies have some great.
You can play that song at my funeral.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If I go before you. Which is,
Okay.
I doubt.
I remember that.
I doubt I'll go before you.
I bet you will.
Nah, man. I've got money on me riding this one out. I reckon I'll be the last one alive out of all of us.
No, I think by the time you're 60, I'll be long dead.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Easily. I probably would have killed you.
Probably.
Oracle would have killed both of us.
Double
doing
homicide.
the podcast by herself. But there's no one here. It's just the screen's just changing.
just the microphones just led on the sofa. And you can see a slight blood stain that's been tried to be rubbed off.
Getting more views than we get now, though.
It'll be more views than we get now. That's how you do it. The Murder Cast.
Murder Cast.
That's a great one, isn't it?
We should do. I fucking love murder
We
shit.
should do a murder. I do like watching.
Murder Cast?
I think we could talk about murders.
We could talk about murders. Oracle loves murders. We have to get her a
I
microphone.
like a little bit of kind of like the dark stuff like that. You've got there's these women on Facebook. I don't know why it keeps coming up because it keeps coming up. These like women that do like makeup, but then talk about like horror stories or like true life stories. I don't know why they started coming from my feed. I've had a lot of weird shit come from my feed. Like,
because you do a weird podcast, and you probably like this shit.
Maybe I don't. It's obviously it listens to you, doesn't it? So, but I don't even know when have I ever mentioned makeup. I don't wear makeup. I don't know what to do with makeup.
I wear makeup.
Do you?
Well, not all the time, but just occasionally.
No, I never wear makeup.
Just cover it up a little bit.
No, I just go. I've run with it.
I don't really do.
I
that.
wake up in the morning, look at
As
the
a
mirror
joke.
and go, well, that's it for the day.
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
Yeah, just joke.
No, I think everyone believes you.
Hey,
But no, I wake up in the morning.
don't call me she.
I wake up, look in the
I'm a
mirror.
he.
I wake up, look in the mirror, and go, that's it for the day.
Reflection perfection.
Exactly. Mark Jindrak's old little kind of catchphrase that was.
Yeah, I don't even remember,
Do you
Mark
that from like
Jindrak.
2004 or 5?
No, I was quoting Scrubs.
Because he was doing like the old Total Package Lex Luger.
Yeah, he wishes.
Gimmick.
He
I
fucking
think
wishes.
With Teddy Long, it was a really, really weird kind of like pairing.
I love Teddy Long.
Very brief. It was
I love
2
Teddy.
weeks. Love Teddy Long.
Well, Mark Jindrak was only there for fucking 2 weeks.
He was only there for a little while, but then in 2005 he was doing this whole Reflection of Perfection gimmick.
I do like that. Rhymes.
Anything
Anything that
and he
rhymes
was literally
brilliant.
doing the whole thing. He was stood in the mirror doing all the. He did that 1 week, and then they dropped that because they realised it was already been done. Why are we doing this again?
Yeah, idiots.
Just do say no. But yeah, what was we on about?
Films that we've watched this week. I watched a rape film.
Yeah, you told me about. We've covered this whole thing.
We didn't talk about the rape film.
I don't want to talk about that. It's just a bit of a dark film.
Okay,
Isn't
girl
it?
gets raped by her dad, and then she gets kidnapped, and then she gets raped some more, and then she gets away. But then she helps the police catch the guy because she's really good at remembering stuff, and then she becomes a police officer who helps girls who get raped. So it's a happy ending.
Well, it's a nice ending, I guess. Yeah, like she's obviously doing good. What I'd have also liked to have seen? Her just go turn badass and just fuck them all up. Then join the police force and help them.
Oh, hard candy style.
Like, just, she goes around, and I don't mean like, she goes out like Kill Bill style.
Oh, Kill Bill style. Jesus Christ.
And she goes, hunts each one of them down. She has a list.
Volume 10.
And then she crosses them all off. She's like, you fucking prick. You fucking prick. You fucking prick.
You get it.
You got what you deserved.
Oh, she got them all busted.
Now I'm going
to
go
to jail.
To use a little bit of Gilligan Gordon's phrase, do the good for the good of the do. She goes out.
Yeah.
And helps out the other people that have had like victims.
There you are, happy
like,
days.
Now you don't have to go through what I went through, where I had to do all of that and kill everyone.
Exactly.
Now I can help you properly, but she still goes out and kills those people.
Still kills them.
them.
Dexter style.
She's got the taste for it.
Dexter style.
Dexter style.
New season of Dexter coming out.
Is there really?
I'm
not
going
watched
to
any
cream
Dexter.
in my pants.
I watched a first few. I saw the bit where there was like in the first season for a little bit. Where like somebody was like draining the blood out of the bodies.
Oh yeah, you got to drain the blood out of the bodies. Very important.
Something.
Hang upside down, cut the throat, all the blood drains out. That's how you.
But
get
no, it was like
out.
when they were finding the remains, and they were just like literally just dried up pieces. Of meat.
No blood. That was also confusing in season 1. They were like, "Where's all the fucking blood?"
I couldn't get into it. I tried.
Season 2's even better. Season 3's super good.
Season 3, the one with John Lithgow. Shut up, cunt.
Yeah, that's the best one.
I love John Lithgow.
After that, it goes downhill, and that's kind of why they need this last season. They're trying to, because the last season really fucking sucked.
Yeah,
it gave you no good ending. He fucks off and becomes a lumberjack, and you're like, well, he didn't die, and he didn't go to prison. He goes away and becomes a lumberjack, and you're like, what the fuck kind of ending was that?
How else does anyone do it?
I don't know.
He's got to go away and become a lumberjack.
He's got to die or get arrested. That's what's got to happen.
It's like Walter White style.
Exactly. It's got to go. So they're making this last season. I reckon he's going to die. Brown bread.
I remember as well. Everybody always shit on the ending of Breaking Bad.
It didn't need that last season. It didn't need that last season.
I don't think it did, but I don't think the ending of it was bad. Like I'd have liked to have tried the meth before he died.
That would have been good. He should have done the meth and then gone out with the fucking guns.
And then just because he just dropped down, didn't he? And it just like kind of panned away, like Lost style.
Yeah, that's another show of a shit ending.
Yeah, Lost was a weird one. I really enjoyed Lost. It went downhill after Mr. Echo died. Mr. Echo was like become my favorite character straight away.
It was one of those.
And they got killed by a
one of the
smoke
first
monster.
shows I really got into, like watching. Like, oh wow, this is an awesome show. I want to watch every episode.
To be fair, that was the same for me. I watched seasons of things and everything like that. But I think Lost was one of the first ones that I really like sat down and binged.
Yeah, it's one of those. That was like a Netflix show before Netflix existed.
Do you know when I watched that? This is how old this was. I watched this
DVD.
Love Film.
Love Film. Oh shit! I've
Remember
still
Love
got some
Film?
Love Film DVDs.
Because Love Film became Amazon.
I didn't send any of that shit back.
I think I never got DVDs. I did it online. It was Love Film online.
I'm the reason they went out of business
because it went Love Film became Netflix, didn't it?
I think it became. Or they bought them out.
I think something like that. Because what became, or did it become Prime?
No, I think Netflix bought Love Film out.
That
sounds right to me.
Oracle, can you Google this for us?
Oracle, look it up.
Could you Google? Could you do us a...
Do you have a Google?
Do us a favour.
Do you know what Google is?
Have a Google. Is Love Film Netflix or is it Amazon Prime?
Amazon Prime. Oh, fucking hell. I feel like Amazon Prime's newer, right? It hasn't been around as long as Netflix and Love Film. At least the is Love Movie on Netflix. What the fuck is Love Movie?
Love Film needs to be one word, Oracle.
Oracle, come on. You don't know about Love Film?
God.
Love Film Netflix.
Love Film Scandinavian Netflix. Clones Boxburn, Brahmin, Digitarian.
I don't think this is the right thing.
2002 and 2003 were the very same with the UK peers. Not just Netflix. Only 1 year before Netflix became available in the UK, the Netflix of Europe, Love Film, was bought by Amazon.
Oh.
It's now Amazon Prime. Netflix, I remember because Netflix was the rival, and I always the adverts with the hamsters.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
Hamsters?
I remember the hamsters in an advert.
I don't remember.
And I remember like looking at Netflix going, oh, that's shit. And everyone's like, oh, no, Netflix is really good. I was like, nah, shit, mate, I've got Love Film.
You were fucking wrong.
To be fair, I've got both of them now.
I've got both now.
I've got Amazon
Who gives a shit?
and I've got Netflix.
It's not even a competitor anymore. You've got to have both.
It is.
I don't have a TV license anymore. I got this shit.
So much that is similarities between them. Like they've got so much of the same shit on that all the time.
It's also such a nightmare trying to fucking find anything to watch.
But it's TV shows the difference. Like Amazon has Last Man on Earth, like we've spoken about before, like one of my favourite shows.
Can't watch it anymore. No ending to it.
I know that's the only problem, but I still love it. And I rewatch it religiously. That's my thing. But then you've got different things on Netflix. So you've got like you've got on Netflix now.
Yeah, you know what I watched last night?
What you got?
Spiral, the Book of the Saw.
Spiral, the Book of the Saw.
That might not be the full title. Spiral, Book of Saw. From the Book of Saw.
So did you go to the cinema to watch this?
Yeah, I went to cinema to watch it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was brilliant.
Was it good?
Oh yeah, fucking best film I've ever
Was it
seen.
a forest cinema?
Yeah, it was a forest cinema.
Which one?
I don't know. It's one of them. Anyway, I didn't illegally download it. Go fuck yourself. Right? So Chris Rock's in this film, man. Right? Why is it whenever a film casts a black fucking star, suddenly all the music is hip hop?
Really?
Every fucking time. There has never been hip hop in any of the fucking Saw films.
I was expecting more. You know, kind of like you've got like the detective kind of shows on like Sky and stuff. They've got this kind of like real kind of like downbeat kind of like score.
Yeah.
I would have thought they'd have done something like that for
It's
it because
that
he's a
kind of
detective,
feel.
isn't he?
It's that kind of feel of film.
But the music doesn't
but it's
go
just
with
hip
it.
hop. Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Because he's black.
Fucking
Chris
hell.
Rock actually very good in that film.
Do you know what? He seems to be doing a lot of serious stuff lately.
I didn't realize he was a serious actor, and he was a good serious actor in this film.
Yeah, the thing is, he's always played that goofy kind of sidekicky character, hasn't
Caretaker.
he? Yeah,
in
Caretaker
Longest Yard.
Watched
Fuck
that
me, I love
recently.
that film.
Watched
Such a
that
great
very
film.
recently.
Madagascar plays a chicken giraffe.
What else is he in? I was Grown Ups.
Grown Up,
One
love
and
that
two.
film. Yeah, but Spiral. Don't go watch it. Not very good.
Not very good.
Not very
do you
good
know
overall.
what? I never really liked the Saw films anyway.
I liked the first one, and that was it.
I think the first one is the one that I remember most because it was a little bit more innovative. If you
The
want,
first
if you
one
want to say.
blew my fucking mind. I have never been so surprised by the ending of a film.
Really?
As I was 16 at the time watching it. Hadn't seen a lot of like surprise ending films. Wasn't expecting a twist. When that motherfucker stood up off the floor, I lost my fucking shit. I lost my shit. I was like, no.
Just stay still for that long though. It's impressive, isn't it?
He took like some drugs, right? Some
So he
trazepams or
just
something.
knocked himself out.
Yeah, some like muscle tranquilizers. So he's just still on the floor, and he's
Smart
got
man.
the brown bread.
How does he get
thing on
up
his
so
leg.
easily then?
Because they wear off. He's in there for like 3 hours or something.
Was it only 3 hours? I thought he was in the days.
He might have been. Who knows?
Just sat there, just chilling.
I don't know. He had so many other, like, he had fucking 7 other films going on, so he had to, like, cover a lot of ground.
I've got a lot of things and a lot of pies here, guys.
He dies in the third one.
He dies in the
How
third
the
one,
fuck
and
do
it
those
just
films-
keeps
We're on the 9th one
on.
now.
Oh,
The
God.
9th film.
They need to just stop it. Just come up with something fucking new.
Yeah, maybe. Or just carry it on. Who cares? Who gives a shit anymore?
Just stop.
Make another Fast and Furious, another Saw film. Combine those two.
Ooh, Fast and Saurious.
That'd be good, right? Just get Vin Diesel in all the traps.
Just Vin Diesel.
And The Rock. The Rock getting his fucking massive arms ripped off. Choose between your big biceps.
And your career.
Live or die.
They're just dropping weights on his back.
They should do that. That'd be a good one.
And it's actually just on a loop, his voice going, focus!
Focus! Oh,
just
man.
torture him with his own shit.
Oh, man, that's funny, though.
Clanging and banging on the rock.
Clanging and banging. You gotta rise and grind. Fucking Rock loves it, man.
Oh,
Every
fucking
day
hell.
he's on his Instagram.
I'd love
Look
to
how
meet.
fucking
I'd
jacked
love
my
to.
legs
I'd
are.
love to meet the Rock though.
Yeah, what would you say to The Rock if you met him?
If I met him, what would I say to the Rock?
Would you be like a cheesy fan? Like, if you're small, or would you just
No,
be like?
I don't think I would with him.
Would you treat him like he's a normal guy? Like, oh, Dwayne, what's going on, man? How you
I
doing?
would. I'd like to talk to people like quite normally.
What's up, D?
Like I had to hold. I told you about my story with Tom Hiddleston, who plays Loki.
Yeah, you always tell me this story.
Have I told you this
It's
story
funny
before?
though. Tell the people.
Well, I don't know if I've told this on the podcast yet, but so I did some extra work for the BBC in 2012. My only bit of extra work I ever did.
End of the world.
End of the world. And it was for Henry the Fifth, I believe it was.
I thought you were going to say you're a Henry VIII body double.
I looked like a Henry the Eighth body double when I was in hospital, when I was like, drugged up after my knee surgery. And that my mate looked at me and went, "You look." My mate Matt, shout out to Matt.
What up, Matt?
He just looked and went, "You look like Henry VIII on his deathbed." So yeah, I could have easily played the double body of old H8. H8. So yeah, we was doing the whole thing. We was filming. I had to wear chainmail from head to foot. Like I had hair,
Scott Steiner style.
right? So I had a fringe down to here, like my normal hair. They then decided to put a wig on me, exactly the same length. Don't ask me why. BBC, man, show business. No, we don't want to see your real hair. We'll get some fake one. So I've got all these like bobby pins stuck in the top, chainmail head cover on top, squeezing into my scalp for 12 hours a day. They had to specially order me in boots.
For your giant feet.
For my giant feet. And they were like this thin, right? And we're in Gloucester Cathedral filming this.
Nightmare.
So it's January. It's freezing as shit.
Oh,
my
man.
feet are like frozen to pieces. We're on our feet all day.
You can't wear socks or
head
something?
to foot in chain. I was like wearing like 3 pairs of socks. It was freezing cold. It was like stone floor in the cathedral.
There's a McDonald's around the corner, though. You can just take a break.
Just walk around in the chainmail. Big Mac, please. And that, yeah, so I was covered in all this shit. And then it was some old bloke, because I don't know who the actor was, but some old bloke playing like some bishopy kind of character.
Roy Gibson.
I don't know. But he had his feet. He was sat down like between takes, his feet. And some girl came over and started hair drying his feet.
I thought you were going to say something completely
To
different.
warm his feet.
Am I the only one who thought he was going to say something different then?
Warming his feet like that. He's there, and she's just like that.
Bloody, I need that kind of treatment.
I was like, you son of a bitch.
Oracle, you got a hairdryer.
Stood there just fucking freezing our tits off. And yeah, and I'm getting in loads of shots as well. Like I'm stood there and he's like, can we just do a retake and everything? We can see his head quite clearly through. I am literally like, they're there and you can see me just like I stood there like with my little pike.
Someone get that fat guy out the background.
I'll see if I can find a picture and send it over so we can show this on the screen or something maybe. But it's fucking comical. And they had like a catering tent and everything. So my mate nearly spilt a load of hot food. Like, Rob Leonard.
Oh, I know Rob.
Shout out Rob, previous guest on the show.
Rob.
He nearly spilt a load of hot food. I believe it was John Hurt.
Who that?
John Hurt, the actor. Google it. Yeah, I believe he nearly spilt. Like, it was somebody like that. That nearly spilt all of the food over. And because he's walking away, he went, John Hurt, like mouthing to us as he's walking over, and then nearly trips and falls and puts all the shit over him.
Is he John Hart?
Hurt.
John Hurt.
Hurt. H-U-R-T.
H-U-R-T. Not Hurt. It's not German.
I believe it's John Hurt.
John Hurt. This guy.
I think that's the guy.
He looks pretty old.
Check his IMDb.
He dead.
Check his IMDb. See if he's on and the Hollow. It's called The Hollow Crown. Was the actual show. It was like about all the different like kings and shit.
I mean, this guy's definitely called John Hurt, and he's old, and he's an actor.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
2017. He's
Brown bread.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
John
Brown
Hurt.
bread. Check his acting history there, Oracle. Big O.
What's
see if
he
he's in
in?
The Hollow Crown. It'll be 2012.
Damascus cover, the AKA Nadia. Only lovers left alive.
There it is. Yes, he is in that. Henry V. That's the one I was in.
Emery 5. That was
Henry
you.
V.
I mean, you weren't Emery V, but
So yeah, I
TV
then went and got a
miniseries.
coffee during the day, and I'm stood in the coffee line, and I just looked to my right, and there's Tom Hiddleston. He's like, he's playing Henry V.
did you know who he was at this point? This was a long
I knew
time
very
ago.
well. It's like, well, Avengers.
Was that already? Was
Well-
Avengers out by then?
I knew who he was anyway.
Thor was out by then.
I think Thor. Yeah,
Yeah.
Thor was out by then.
Yeah,
I
so
knew
we
who
knew
he,
who he was.
I knew who he was.
Kind of like a big deal.
This people was a fucking Hollywood actor right next to me. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I just went. I looked at him. I just like stirring my coffee. Went, all right, mate.
Did you make a move?
I did. I made it. That's what I said to him.
Oh, that was your move.
That's me. I did. All right,
That's
mate,
a
how you
shit
doing?"
move.
And he was like, "Oh, how are you doing?" I'm Tom. I was like, "Oh, well, nice to meet you." And then, just had a nice little chat with him. Kind of what we chatted about. We chatted about something.
You making this up now, man?
No,
You'd
I had a
remember what
chat.
you.
I had a chat with him, and then later on, we're all waiting to get food, and he's got a big scene apparently.
Oh, a big
And
scene.
Now I'm thinking we're chummy because we've had this little chat. So he comes up and goes, "Sorry guys, I know it's annoying." I went, "Oh, here's Mr. Hollywood." "Oh, just get straight to the front of the queue, will you, sir?" Completely blanked me, walked off.
Eesh. Gutted.
No, not in a bad way. He didn't like. It's like he didn't even hear it. That is the way he acted it.
Do you think he was like?
What a cock. That's what he was thinking. I was just thinking it was chummy at this point, and I thought I was being funny. I got a good laugh.
Well,
I got a good laugh at everyone else. Him, not so much.
maybe he felt bullied.
Maybe
Maybe he thought you were like
some extra bullying a Hollywood actor. Just a little schlub.
It's about time it was that way round, man.
I swung it.
You always hear about fucking Tom Cruise
flipped
yelling
it.
at people.
Exactly.
Hey, man.
I Tom Cruise that motherfucker.
You Tom Cruise that motherfucker. Take that, Tom Middleton.
And then
Is that his name?
And then, like on the last day of the filming, we was outside the cathedral. Was wait was a lot of fucking waiting. I
Extra
barely
work's
did
a lot of
anything.
waiting.
It was a lot of waiting. I got bored.
Good money though.
It was all right money, to be fair. I made like about a month's, at the time, a month's pay in a day.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying,
a
man.
couple
I
of
need to get
days.
into extra work. They need
And,
some fat ball guys for some shit, right?
And we had all these sandwiches. They brought all these sandwiches out. All the extras just fucking clean through them. And then this French actor, I don't know who he was, come along and he's like, "What's this on the sandwiches?" Oh my God! Just walks stormed off as fast as you like. Fucking gone.
Oh, have a baguette, you cunt.
Get the fuck out. I was there as he was walking off. I was like, "It's a coronation chicken here."
Nobody wants coronation chicken.
Oh, I always do. I love coronation.
Raisins with my chicken.
No, coronation chicken is great when they don't put a raisin or an apricot in it.
Well, they always do that. Isn't that it's not coronation chicken if they don't do it.
Oh, it is.
Some raisins.
It's fucking delightful.
What are you talking? That's not coronation
Take
chicken.
the fucking. Yeah, you do have. Asda used to do one.
Well, no one ever told me. I always get raisins, and I'm like, why have I got raisins in my sandwich?
Yeah, I don't want raisins in there. Raisins.
Disgusting.
I don't believe people have raisins on
Why
their
do
own
they
anyway.
exist?
No,
What's
just
they just
who just dried up a grape one day and went, may as well try it.
gross.
It's a bit of rotten fruit.
Disgusting. What is wrong
It's like
with
a
people?
dried apricot. When are they ever nice?
I'm not eating any dried fruits.
No. Do you know what? Actually, a dried banana is quite nice.
Now you're just
You know
making
the- you know the
stuff up. You
slices?
can't dry a banana.
You know when a banana slices and they're quite crunchy?
Nope.
Have you ever had that Oracle?
Oracle.
Oracle, have you had like
Oracle,
a
you ever had
dried banana?
slices?
I like a dried banana. They're not too bad. I wouldn't got my way to buy them, but if they were there one day, I might just,
Clearly.
I'll have a nib.
Oh, well, let's get some chocolate instead.
I'll get some chocolate as well.
Anybody want another walnut cake?
I'm all right at the minute.
They're good, though.
They are nice.
They're
I'll
like
probably have
some of
one
the best
after.
cupcakes
I'll have
ever
one
had.
after the podcast. You know, I
After
don't
the
want to
podcast.
eat it during and everything.
That's true.
But have you ever met any celebrities?
Yeah.
Who have you met?
I met Ric Flair.
You met? Oh, my dream.
Yeah, suck my cock.
Oh, I love the H.
Didn't say much to him. Just, hey, how's it going?
I would want to do my
Very good.
I would.
Just fucking shake hands.
Hey there, kid.
Yeah, pretty much. Not quite. He was a bit fucking miserable, to be honest.
Was he?
I think he was just tired. I think he got a long flight and just had a long time. And
Yeah.
He has to go around shaking everyone's hand and everyone's treating him like he's fucking God.
Yeah.
I didn't want to take it much of
And
his
rightly
time,
so,
you know.
because he is.
I'm just like, hey, pleasure to meet you. And
He
it
is
was the best
literally-
fucking moment of my life. I'm not going to
He's
lie.
my fucking spirit animal. That
Your
man.
spirit animal.
He's my spirit animal.
Everything's a fucking spirit animal these days.
Oh, nature is the
Flair,
nature,
man.
the
Oh.
nature.
Yeah, it was the best day of my
Fucking
life.
most hilarious. Like, thing is, it was. I was talking to you the other day about him, and I was saying like how everything he did was comical, but he did it in such a way you believed it. Like, it was ridiculous the shit he was coming out with.
So over the top.
Like, it was so over the top, but it was so good.
So real.
So yeah, he made you feel it, and I was like there's not going to be another person like him ever. Like,
No.
Like, do you know what I mean?
No chance.
And
No way, Jose.
I think
that
he's
guy.
one person I really, really want to meet, but I really want to, because I've seen the whole video with like him and Jay Lethal.
You better hurry up, man.
I know. I want to do my.
Fucking clock's ticking.
I
on
just
that
want to
one.
do. I just want to do my nature impression to him.
He's gonna hate it.
I know, but I want to do
How
it.
many fucking people have gone up to him and done impressions of him?
I know.
Do you know how much it'd piss me off if someone came up to me and started doing an impression of
I
me?
would kind of like it. If someone did an impression of me, I'd be impressed.
How would you do an impression of you? We're not
They
impressionable.
just gain weight,
Just sweat lots.
just sweat lots, gain weight, and wear Hawaiian.
There you go. Job done. No, I'm
No,
done. One
I'm
up the
done.
bum. Just did an impression.
But who else have you met? Who else have you met? Rick?
Bret Hart.
Met Bret Hart.
Met Bret Hart.
How was he?
I wasn't excited to meet Bret Hart.
Was this 2-ball Bret?
What's the difference? What?
He's got 1 ball now.
He's got 1 ball now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is when he was 2 ball.
Okay.
I was never a huge Bret Hart fan, so I wasn't expecting to be like, oh my god, it's Bret Hart. But then when I met him, I was like,
Fuck,
oh
it's
my
Bret
god,
Hart.
it's Bret Hart. It really fucking blew my mind.
Yeah. Who else? Have you had anyone else? Is that it?
I mean, we're just going down the ranks now. So
I don't know. I think you've gone good. You've gone.
it went Flair and then Hart, and then I feel like we're just going to start getting into the fucking dregs if I keep going down.
Triple H.
Fuck it, Sandman.
Sandman.
Are we counting Sandman?
I think Sandman.
Yeah, Nunzio.
Nunzio, maybe not.
Nunzio was a really good guy, man.
Actually,
I really like Nunzio.
I would have liked to meet Nunzio because he had some fucking comical. Like, I only never saw his stuff in WWE, but it was comical.
Oh, he's brilliant. He's a really good guy.
Like, he was
really
cool.
nice. Had a lot of time for people.
I met Triple H.
You have met Triple H. And Progress.
It was ICW.
ICW.
Yeah, I was helping out.
That was terrible. Let's not do that again.
I was at an ICW taping in Cardiff. They had obviously the WWE going on over in the Motor Point in Cardiff. We was in the tram shed.
The shitty shack
It was
beyond
actually
the
really
building.
cool. It was really
I know it is. I'm just taking the
You
piss.
son of a bitch. I remember, so I was around the ring the entire time, so I was literally proper. I was better than front seat, for this.
Fuck you guys.
And it was, I think it was Jack Jester and Shah Samuels versus a couple of other people, and I can't remember who. They had the match, and there's Jack Jester being taken backstage, and he's doing the whole limping thing and stuff. And then he was "Can you go get some ice for his knee?" And I was literally looked at him, I was like, "Okay."
I think he's fucking selling it, dude.
But yeah, in my head, I was like, "I'm pretty sure that's a work." And I was like, "Why am I going to get ice?" I was like, "All right, okay." So I went behind the bar. I said, "Oh, can I get a bag of ice, please?"
Can you get security? He looks really pissed off.
That guy in the ring looks angry, man. That's going to turn ugly. I'll get out of there. No, I wouldn't put up with that. No, I asked for a bag of ice from them.
Bag of ice.
Right. They then came back with, I'm not joking you, a bin bag full of ice. This is not an exaggeration in any way, shape, or form. A genuine bin bag full of ice. I struggled to lift it. I was literally, I pretty much Jake the Snaked that bag over my shoulder and walked up the stairs to the backstage. Looking around, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" He was actually at the top of the stairs. And I got at the top and I went, "Oh, I've got some ice for you." And he was like, "Oh, yeah, I was working there." I was like, "No shit."
Oh, by the way, this isn't real.
I was like, "I got told to bring some ice for you." And he was like, "Yeah, I'm not actually hurt." I'm like, "Yeah, I gathered." So he's like,
"Oh,
he
shit."
Said, "Just go put it in the sink in the toilet down the end there and people can help themselves to it for drinks and shit." I was like, "Cool, no problem, I'll do that."
That was before the COVID.
So this is before COVID. This is 3 years before COVID.
Back in the day.
Those were the days.
Those were the days.
And I was walking up the corridor, dodging in and out of people, and then this door just opened in front of, opened inwards in front of me. I was like, "Oh, stop. All right, okay, let me come out." Mark Dallas walked out to the owner, and then suddenly Triple H just walked out of the door, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Literally, internally, my body went. I was like, "Oh my god, it's the game!"
And he must have looked ginormous next to Mark Dallas.
And he looked ginormous next to me. This guy was a big fucker.
Mark's kind of like a small guy,
He
right?
was, yeah, he's tiny.
So I imagine you
But
see
he
Mark
walked
go
out.
out, and then you see Triple H walk out.
It went, my head,
two different
my
types
head
of human
was
beings.
This. My head was like this, Mark Dallas, Triple H. And it was I couldn't believe how tall he was. I couldn't believe it.
6'4"?
And I don't fucking know. It was like fucking Andre.
You're 6'3". He can't be that much taller
I'm
than you.
6'2". He was like, yeah, he seemed much taller than me.
It's
at the
like
time.
me looking at you.
At the time, I just fell down to my knees and bowed.
I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy.
Couldn't believe it. Fucking Triple H was fucking rocked out of this doorway.
Yeah, what did he say to you?
He literally just looked at me and went, "Here, kid." I was like, shook his hand. I was like,
I'm going to wank with this now.
"I'll see you in a minute." I couldn't believe it. It was like, yeah, just literally just straight away just said hello to me, shook my hand and everything. I was like, fucking his hands.
He was pleased to meet you.
Yeah. It's a big fucking deal I am.
Fucking podcast,
He knows
man.
the Flynn, baby. He's like, whoa.
Well, this
Flynn's
was before
world.
the podcast.
This is before.
Fucking hell, this is when you were really kicking off.
Man, I've been making moves since day one. The moment I walked into that fucking wrestling school, they were like, "Fuck me.
This guy.
This is the guy.
This is the guy.
This is the guy. He's the next man.
The next big thing.
the next big thing." Yeah, so that was pretty cool. And then I went and put some ice in a sink and left. And then I come back downstairs, and the person I was stood next to, doing the helping, I was like, "Triple H is here." And they were like, "What?" I just walked down the corridor, and Triple H just shook my hand. Triple H shook my hand. And then a guy came over and was like, Like, guys, so Triple H is here. Obviously, keep it quiet. And I was like, I already know.
I've already told everyone.
I'm like, no.
But he should have told you earlier, man. You could have been there doing a fucking big announcement. Everybody!
There is ice in the sink at the end of the hall! And the Triple H comes out and just spits it. Ice.
Oh, God, like Sub-Zero style.
The Sub-Zero style. Cold as triple ice.
Oh, he loves those games as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's why he was dressed up as Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn?
You ever notice that?
What?
Shao Kahn's the boss, right?
Shao Kahn?
He's the boss.
Shao Kahn.
Shaka Khan?
Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan. We've done an hour, man. Should we wrap it up?
Has it been an hour?
We've done an hour.
Oh, fuck, let's go for 2.
We can't do it for next week, man.
No, we need
People need to come back.
Okay, now, alrighty.
Who did you meet that we can talk about next week?
Who we went? Al Snow.
Al Snow.
I'm going to talk about Al
You're
Snow.
going to talk about Al Snow. Next week, I'm going to talk about Sandman, because he's a fun person to talk about.
Sandman.
I love Sandman.
Good old Sandman.
I'll tell a Sandman story.
Singapore Kane.
Oh, yeah.
And do you know what? I really loved his finisher. It was called the White Russian Leg Sweep.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, I forget that.
So I'm going to steal that.
Nice. You should do that. You should do that.
I drink White Russians. Why would I not use it?
Exactly. And you should
Come
drink
on.
a White Russian whilst doing it.
Oh, and let it pour into
Wow.
me.
That's a move. That's the move.
I'm all for it.
Oh, it's on.
Oh, yeah, that's
It's
happening.
on.
It's happening. It's on like Donkey Kong.
That's what I'm saying. Should we wrap this shit
This
up?
is it. It's been session 18. What the fuck have we even talked about this entire time?
I know, you brought notes. I don't think we used any of them.
We nearly got onto Al Snow.
We'll get there.
Very nearly got onto Al Snow.
We've been planning to talk about that for 3 weeks now. It's
Talk about
fine.
wrestlers that we met. I forgot that was even on there. We actually spoke about it.
Easy
Boom! We
peasy.
did an actual thing we were supposed to. Fucking hell!
It's all that Coke
Jesus
and energy drink.
Christ almighty.
Oh, it
All right,
stinks
guys.
as well.
I didn't say it at the beginning of the podcast. Hopefully you're watching it to the end. But don't forget to give us a like. Leave us a big old submarine. And don't forget to comment below. We had a comment one of our last things or something like that. So do it again. We love it. It was probably our first actual genuine comment from somebody that wasn't actually somebody that's been on the podcast. So thank you very much.
Or someone related to us.
Although Abdul, thank you very much.
Abdul's our man.
Good old Abdul. So guys, don't forget to do all that good shit. I've been Flynn Burden, the Rev.
I've been. You always make me. Can't you? You could say my name.
And it's Buzzsaw Bitchin' Bronson.
No, I'll say it next time.
Okay. And we have been the boys, session 18, guys.
And Oracle. Don't forget her.
Oh, and yeah, I guess Oracle.
Oracle.
Don't forget, guys, to tune in next week as we go into session 19. We're nearly into 20. We're nearly on 2s up on 10s.
Oh, that'll be the day.
Oh, that'll be the day.
Pow! Oracle.
Boogaloo,
Spin
baby.
that shit.
God, why do you have to shout down the fucking microphone?
It's like I'm a DJ.
You sound like a really shitty DJ Khaled.
I could be a DJ Khaled. Like
could.
a white, sweaty DJ Khaled.
DJ Dickwad.
DJ Dick would be a good name.
DJ Dickwad, that's what the
Coming
fuck
to
you
IB
are.
for this summer. Maybe next summer because of COVID.
Yeah, next summer. Next summer.
We'll go next
'cause
summer.
You don't respect COVID, do you?
I do respect
You
COVID.
don't respect COVID.
I respect COVID.
You never respect COVID.
I do a little
I've
bit.
never seen you once respect COVID.
I have. No, that's true. I have no respect for COVID.
Yeah,
COVID
exactly.
Can go fuck itself.
That's it, you COVID bitch.
Hey, man. Hey, come on. I didn't mean to offend you. Just sometimes. Come on, you have to go away. We'll do a podcast next week. No, don't. Oh. Ow. Size 13, that's so unlucky. How'd you not break your ankle every week? Oracle, have some of this. Throwing it around like a hot potato. Are we still rolling? See my legs? Oh, I look a bit skinny actually. Don't look at my legs. Don't look at my legs. Don't look at my legs. Just turn it off. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it there. Cut it.